Waukesha, though, will not be defined by the horrific events of last night. We are a community that will come together.
Flags were at half-staff today as a mark of respect for the victims of the tragedy at the Waukesha Christmas Parade. Coming up at 5, the Waukesha community gathers to remember those who were killed and those who are still fighting to survive. Good evening. Thank you for joining us. I'm Michelle McCormack.
And I'm Tom Zalaski. Waukesha police say the man who is accused of driving his SUV through that city's Christmas parade is facing 5 counts of first-degree intentional homicide.
39-year-old Daryl Brooks is in custody at this time. According to Waukesha's police chief, Brooks was leaving a domestic dispute that took place moments before the deadly incident at the parade. Police say they are confident that Brooks acted alone. Court records show that he has a violent history with law enforcement. His latest run-in with the law was earlier this month. Police say 5 people were killed and 48 others were injured, but those numbers could change. An officer did fire a shot to try and stop the driver from continuing in the parade, but the officer stopped because of the danger to others. No one was struck by the bullet. Authorities say there was no evidence that this was an act of terrorism. Waukesha schools were closed today and will remain closed until after the Thanksgiving holiday break.
Children's Hospital in Milwaukee released more information about how many children were released from yesterday's incident, how many were treated. According to the doctors, 18 children were treated at that hospital, with their first patient coming in at about 5:30 last night. Injuries ranged from facial abrasions, broken bones, and head injuries. 10 of those children were in the intensive care unit. 6 are in critical condition. 3 are serious. The rest are in fair condition. Several of the children had to go through surgery.
The injuries from Sunday night will go well beyond the physical and will take time to heal. We all must continue to lean on each other and to encourage those impacted to reach out and use the resources that are available to them.
The children's ages range from 3 to 16 years old. 3 sets of siblings were among those treated. Blood donations are needed for the victims. Health officials are asking you donate through your community donation center.
The Waukesha Police Department sent out condolences while confirming the names of those who were killed. They are 79-year-old Virginia Sorensen, 71-year-old Leanna Owen, 52-year-old Tamara Durand, 52-year-old Jane Kulik, and 81-year-old Wilhelm Hospel. Sorensen and Owen were members of the popular Milwaukee Dancing Grannies group. A third granny was badly hurt. Many know them for their public performances, but what you may not know is that the Dancing Grannies are also generous advocates in the fight against hunger. Year-round, they would show up at various food drives in Wisconsin to get folks to stop and make a donation. And at a recent Wisconsin State Fair, they donated close to $1,000 of their own money to a Milwaukee food bank. The dancing group put on its Facebook page that they are devastated by the terrible tragedy with the loss of life and injuries in the Christmas parade. Our group was doing what they loved, performing in front of crowds in a parade, putting smiles on the faces of all ages, filling them with joy and happiness.
So that community is coming together at Cutler Park in Waukesha for a vigil in response to the deadly incident.
Local 5's Eric Richards is live with more from a parent who recalls what he saw yesterday. Eric.
Yeah, good evening to both of you. That vigil is underway right now, and it is for prayer and reflection for the victims of yesterday's tragic incident. I'm going to step out of the way here so you can see what I'm talking about here as someone is there at the podium. This just getting underway in the last couple seconds here, and local school children and adults were taking part in the annual Christmas parade, which has a route through the heart of downtown, which is Main Street. What was supposed to be a fun family experience turned tragic when a vehicle went through those barricades and struck the participants. Now, the vehicle was allegedly being driven by 39-year-old Daryl Brooks, as you said. He is a resident of Milwaukee. 48 people injured, their conditions listed between minor and critical. 5 other people lost their lives, as you also mentioned. As authorities continue to piece together this investigation, we are hearing from a witness who has a teenage daughter who was in a band that was marching.
He didn't try to stop, he didn't blow his horn, he made no attempt to brake. He probably had 35 yards that he could have stopped in before he hit the people. So he cleared that gap and he hit the people.
Sorry, give me 1 second. Okay. Mr. Touchstone says that his daughter was not injured and that her friends were hurt, but they are okay. We will have much more from this vigil coming up here at 6 o'clock. Reporting live, Eric Richards, Local 5 News.